Welcome, dear chess friends. I'm Grandmaster Pierluigi Basso. I'm here from my studio, and we have with us Grandmaster Alexei Dreyev, directly from his private beach in Mykonos. Welcome, Alexei. How is the weather? Nice sun.
Very good as usually here.
So, today we need to speak about a very important topic, yeah, because there is a very annoying line, yeah. So e4, c6, d4, d5, e5, c5. Knight f3, cd4, queen d4, knight c6, queen f4, yeah? And I need to say that I was playing around 1 year ago in Italian League game. And before the game, I saw that my opponent always plays Caro-Kann with c5. So with white, I prepared this system with queen f4 and against a6. There are many interesting moves. Bishop d3. Also, Alexei, you told me that bishop e3 also very interesting here. Knight c3. So I went for knight c3, and here I was very surprised that black needs to play some difficult moves like knight b4, queen d2, a6. It's not so easy to play for black this position, yeah? And I was a bit worried about this. So when we decided to make this course, I was a bit worried of this position. But then you, Alexei, you showed me a nice solution, yeah? Your game against Grishuk.
Yes, Pierre, you're absolutely right. In this position, I played always e6. It was my game against Rishuk, against Rebnev and other players. And after e6, I feel myself not so comfortable. And you're right, after e6, knight c3, probably not before the best computer move. Difficult to understand for what we played, but it's the best, yes. But exist after e6, for example, Rebnev played against me bishop e3, bishop d3, Rishuk played. And the black position is normal there, but for practical reasons, I think not easy to play it. Because it's French pawn structure and not too much place for pieces, and sometimes we need to play, we need to find the best moves. It's not easy. Sometimes our opponent could prepare something new, and the position is not so forced. And sometimes we can forget something. It's in my case, it's very often I have analyzed, but I can forget something after e6. But after f6 move, position is more forced, more interesting, and yes, f6. I prepare this move before the game, classical game against Rishuk. It was played 4 months ago. I played f6, and my opponent was very surprised, and finally I won this game. But what's that? It's idea for one game or for long distance? It's interesting.
It's a good question because when you told me about f6, I was also watching your game against Grishuk live. I was following you when you were playing. And f6 looks very interesting, yeah, but I didn't believe that it's a move for more than one game. But now that we have analyzed it together, I'm quite surprised, yeah, because it's very good move, yeah, actually. It's extremely difficult for white to fight for even the smallest advantage, yeah? It's very interesting move, f6.
Yes, I hope it's moved for a long time, and it's a good alternative. I think it's good alternative. Standard move e6, and I feel myself much better after f6. But we must be sure that it's possible. And now I think we need to start from bishop b5
Yeah.
move.
Let me just say, Alexei, a good news for our viewers that after e6, if black plays e6, here you need to study 400 games. If you play f6, you need to study only 10 games, yeah? So it's
when I played it, it was not novelty. It's not. I can't say that it's my variation. It was played one time, but it was not the top players. It was just maybe just players, maybe good players, but not top. Yes. What is main idea after bishop b5? After
yeah,
bishop,
but how many options does white have here?
how many options? We have 3 at least, maybe more, but 3 serious options. When I analyze before the game, I spent not too much time for preparation, maybe less than 1 hour, because it was idea on the morning idea, and I was not sure that Rishuk will play queen e4. I need to study other lines, of course. It's he don't promise me to play that line, of course, and it's a joke. So, but I prepare only bishop b5 line and knight c3. But after and he beat queen g3. But I was sure that he will play bishop b5 because it's the most logical move. And Rishuk spent some time, but maybe not too much, and play bishop b5.
Yeah, maybe we should start from bishop b5, yeah?
Yes, bishop b5. G5 was played, we checked our game. And now,
What is the idea of g5? Because, okay, it looks nice, yeah, but it looks also that you are a bit...
looks nice, but looks very bad.
I don't know how to say, eh?
Yeah. And what I did, if he played queen a4, okay, it's one story. He played queen a4. But black idea, we can see black idea after queen g3, the most logical move, I think.
Yes,
Queen g3,
yes.
just. And now our idea knight h6.
So we play against the queen, yeah?
Yes. We want to play knight f5, and it would be a big problem for white queen. I analyze knight d4 because if castle knight f5, queen g4. Okay, here we have h5 move probably. It's not queen a4, maybe g4, and he can play. It's not all. He can play knight g5. But I was sure that it's never happen.
But knight g5 only move or what?
Yes, knight g5 is only move.
Only move.
But okay, what's that? Fg5, bishop c6. Okay, it's too much, of course. Bishop c6. If you take queen c6, black is he will take rook. What's that? I don't know. But for equal, bishop d7 is enough.
Ah, mate on g6. Mate on g6, yeah.
Yes, bishop d7. Take. Could we calculate pawns?
One less, yeah.
No pawn.
Yeah.
But we have very good compensation. Rook j, bishop f4, knight d4. Maybe it's not a compensation. We just take pawn back.
Yeah, knight e2, knight c2,
yeah. But okay, knight g5. But knight g5 is the best. But after knight h6, our position looks very good. That's why I analyzed queen d2 and queen a4. Queen a4 was played, and Rishuk spent a lot of time here because he thought about queen d2 or queen a4. For him was sure that I'm not. So it was preparation, but okay, it exists second version that I'm a bit crazy. But when he understood that it's preparation, he started to think seriously. And because was the best queen d2, queen a4, where my preparation is more better, and what about evaluation of this position, objectively evaluation? Queen a4, queen d2, it's same strongest moves. Okay, we start from queen d2 probably because
yeah, I see that Lagarde played it.
Yes, but it's already not novelty. Yes.
Yeah.
When we played, it was novelty. Then we can check Lagarde game. His opponent played a6. It's correct move, I think. Logical move. Not only move, maybe we can play g4, but no need. Bishop c6, bc, and Lagarde idea was c4. I don't know, is it preparation or not? Probably
is c4 the best for the engine or no?
I think no. I think it's not preparation. I think it was surprise for Lagarde because the best move h3. Okay, after h3, I think we can play somehow bishop g7. It's new position. But Lagarde played c4. It's mistake. G4, knight d4, and now black play very well. Queen c7, good move. EF6, he played knight d2. Evaluation here very close to -1 for white. So for Lagarde, it was surprise. And black position is better. F5, CD5 was played. CD5, black play very well, but what was results? Let me check.
Okay, it was a draw, but okay, doesn't matter.
It was a draw, but black position is better.
Lagarde is very creative player, yes, so he saved it. But
he's a very creative player, but he played here not good. He played very bad. queen b3. Queen e6 was the best move. After queen e6, queen d6, black is better, but it's just advantage. After queen b3, black position is winning. Knight f6, bishop g5. Now rook b8 was played, but after bishop g2, huge advantage, winning position, minus 2.5.
Yeah, but
So-
Alexei, let me say something, because here, the fact that a stronger master like Lagarde, 26-15 rating, yeah, I think it was
Maybe
it was a
more.
classical game, not played 20 years ago. It was played a few months ago. The
Yes.
fact that with white, such a stronger master got a lost position in 10 moves, it shows that this f6 has a lot of potential, this f6 line, yeah, because I don't know too many openings where you can achieve such an outcome, yeah, in the opening.
As I understand you well, you a bit surprised why white position so quickly was very
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
yeah. No, I think it's not for me. It's not a big question. A lot of strong players, by early strong players, can play unstandard position, unusual position, and without preparation, sometimes they played not good, because it's really difficult to understand what's that. So it's not surprise for me. It's I analyze a lot of games like that.
But
And
it's very good news, no? Because with black we can achieve a very interesting new position. I
yes,
think
yes. If we give serious question to our opponent, and our opponent will be 2700, for example, he can play very bad, because not because he played bad, because position is very complicated.
yeah.
Yes, it's of course Lagarde is strong player, but -3 already. My computer say -3.
Yeah,
Uh,
not
because
not minus 0.30, yeah. So
it's difficult to play. It's normal. It's normal. But no, maybe it's a bit too much to have as white after 15 moves, after 16 moves, -3. Maybe it's in classical game. It's a bit too much. I agree. But okay, it's could happy with anybody.
but I think it shows that if white is not prepared, it's very difficult to play this position for white without preparation.
Yes. As you see, it's really difficult. But c4 is mistake. Okay, if you want to play that line, you can try to play h3. After that, bishop g7. I don't know what's that. He have a lot of moves. b3, castle, c4, and it's very new position. After b3, knight h6, but we have two bishops. Our pawn structure is good. Pawn on g5 is weak, or maybe it's a good chance for example, after castle, we can play g4. Why not?
Yeah.
Is it bad pawn or not? I prefer to have pawn on g5 than on g6, for example. So it's just interesting position, and all could happy here. In 3 moves, we can have winning position or very bad position. Depend of day, probably. Okay, but of course we can analyze it before the game. Without analyzing, all could happy here, because position is very complicated and very strange. And okay, so it was queen d2, queen g3, and now we can go to my game. Queen a4 was played. I played g4. No, my computer, my engine played g4.
But during the game or before the game?
No, not during the game, before the game. Before the game, of course. My engine before the game played g4, and I also played g4, and knight d4.
What happens if bishop c6? Is it serious?
Yes, bishop c6 is serious move. bc6, and now knight d4. Yes, knight d4. f5. During the game, I was in shock, because I was sure that I play well, normal, but here I can't understand what I will do after queen c6. It was for me it was a terrible situation, because I try to understand what to do. If bishop d7, if queen d7, okay, queen e8, but I in some 1 minute I was sure that I play here bishop d7, but and try to understand
mate. Yeah.
what I will do here. What is my idea?
would be a nice end, yeah.
Yes,
e4 plus 5 mate.
where is my mistake? But yes, and he should think a lot, and when he's thinking, I understand that my idea was queen d7 because I just forgot what is my idea here. Yes, and now when I reminded, yes, I was normal. And after castle, bishop g7, it was a bit pity that I did not analyze it for end. No, not for end, just maybe for more 5 moves, because, for example, after castle, it's a problem. What's the best? Maybe knight f6 or bishop g7.
Yeah, I would go for bishop g7 personally, but is it mistake or no?
No, it's bishop g7 is the best, but it's not all.
Okay.
It's the best move. Yes, you're right, but queen b8 probably. Queen b8. What's the best? Knight f6 only move, but okay, simple move. But I think you better to have analyzed for 5 moves more because.
But where is our compensation? Where is our
Yes, good compensation. I do not I remember anything here, but
can you explain us with your point of view, human point of view, where is our compensation for the exchange?
where's our compensation? Everywhere. We can play castle. If we play e5, no need to explain that we have compensation. I hope yes. All players understand. Any level understands that after e5 we have compensation, or after queen e7 also we have queen d4. Queen d4 the best. Knight e4, queen d3. And now I was afraid here because I have a lot of options. Queen e6, queen c6, and of course I do not remember. But no need to remember because any move is good. Maybe the best queen c6 with queen bishop a6.
So bishop
Okay.
a6, yeah.
Oh, it's good. No, black is white is not so bad. After knight d2, maybe it's equal. Bishop a6, c4. It's only line. Now we can take on d2. We can play knight c5. I don't know. We have a lot of options for engine. CD5, queen d7, queen g3. Now queen e6, queen g6. Strange moves, but maybe we can find something else more simple for equal, but we play for advantage, not for equal. And next move could be knight d3. And what about white developments? Not easy to continue. Knight d3, bishop e5. Very dangerous position for white. Very dangerous. I prefer black here. It's normal for absolutely normal for us. Reshuk played more solid. He played knight d4. After knight d4, only move f5. We check not only my game, it's for fourth line. And we check bishop. Yes, if bishop c6 now. If bishop c6 now, we can play king f7 or bc6. King f7 I analyzed after the game, but during the game, my idea was to play bc6, of course, and we go to
transposition, no?
Yes, transposition.
Yeah.
But maybe we can think about king f7, but I don't know, is it a good idea or not? Probably.
Okay, it's clear that if white wants to play this, it's better to take on c6 on the move 9, yeah?
I'm sure that I will take on c6 the next time if it's happy. But king f7, if you want, you can check a bit. King f7, it's also options. Okay. Knight c6 was played. Take, bishop d7, and Reshuk played well. Knight c3, one of
I see that there is also a new game, Kolders played, the Grandmaster from Germany plays c4. Is it good?
Yes, I analyzed it a bit. Yes, you're right. Thank you for remind me about
It was
c4.
European Championship, individual.
Yes. A lot of people like to play this line, SAC. d4. d4 was my idea. d4 was played. Castle. My engine idea. Knight f6 was played on the game. I don't know. Bishop g7 we can play. Difficult to say what's the best. Knight f6 looks normal, okay. Rook e1, rook c8 looks normal, but we have alternative move. Bishop g7 here. On the game was played rook c8. Bishop b5 logical move, but bishop d7 was played after queen d7. I think black is absolutely good. But bishop b5 the best. If you ask me what I will do here, probably I will play bishop g7 immediately, because instead of rook c8, because if he take a pawn, we can play castle, and our initiative
Yeah,
So
it's huge.
no need calculate pawns here. No need calculate pawns when we have so nice initiative. If you go back, knight e5, if rook d5, knight b6, rook d8 necessary, knight a4. Okay, you can take rook a8.
But now in the endgame, I want to see the pawns. Yeah, it's
Now we can evaluate it. Knight d2, d3 must be good.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Must be, just must be. Must be, but no pawn. Knight d2, d3, rook b1. Okay, we can play rook c8 and b3 knight c2. No moves.
Yeah.
Positional calculation, yes. Okay. So bishop g7 is novelty. I'm not sure that we need to play rook c8. I'm sure that rook e5 is nothing. The best move bishop g5 probably. What to do? We have a lot of moves. Rook b8, bishop c6. What's the best? Difficult to say.
Castle is a blunder or what?
Castle is not a blunder, but knight d2.
Ah, okay.
Knight d2, positional play. It's also possible we can take here and play queen d6. What's that? I don't know. If he take our position just good, queen a4, the only move probably. And maybe a5. What's that? He can't blockade because bishop f6, e6, of course. Rook c1. Okay, you can say that your position is better, but why? Not easy to understand why white is better.
What the engine thinks?
Equal. Plus 008. Okay.
Okay.
Queen d5, maybe take. And we have a lot of lines. It's not only ID. Knight d5. Who is better? I don't know. Rook c5, knight b4. I think black is okay. We want to play a6. He can play a4. Okay, deep positional move, but h6. Bishop h4 is only move. Rook c8.
Yeah, a lot of.
For whom it's better, I don't know. Bishop g3, maybe. We can play d3. I don't know. So we have a lot of moves, and rook b8, and here we have a choice, and we can play like it was played on the game. Colors play game, and okay, it's just normal position. You can choose something. We have a lot of options here. Okay, on the game was played knight c3, knight f6 I played, bishop g5, rook c8, take, and I offer here draw. Why? Because I forgot what I do after queen d7. I remember that during the game I remember that both moves is good, but it's choice. What's the best? Knight d7, king d7. It was big question for me during the game. That's why I offer draw here, and but Mr. Rishuk declined my offer and play queen b3. After queen d7, both moves is possible. I don't know what I will play. Maybe. Okay, both is possible. Knight d7, for example, for first options. Knight d5, rook c2, b3, the best, e6, knight e3, check, and rook b2.
Yeah, very active rook. Yeah?
Yes, and it's a forced draw. He can continue the game with king on f1. It's one option. He can sacrifice pawn after castle, but okay, it's nothing. After castle, I don't remember what. Yes, just take a pawn, and it's equal. For computer, it's equal. It's one option. Second option, king d7, castle. Castle. Bishop f6, a6, knight d5. But Rishuk calculated, and his opinion was that his position is worse. I was not so sure, but his understanding was more better than my understanding, and my dream was on the compensation, but he was sure that it's winning for black. His opinion is
He's right.
Yes,
right,
it's absolutely winning for black. Absolutely. That's why he declined it. I was more afraid because You know, Pierre, how it could be in the game. When you analyze something, you have no opinion, yourself opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
And you remember that it was unclear, and any position looks unclear. If you feel that it was analyzed. But after 95, my position is better. So no need to afraid it. The best move was castle immediately. D4, rook e1. Yes. Not easy to remember that line. Rook g8, the best. That's why I was afraid. If he will take on d7, what to do? Bishop h4. I need to remember rook c5, rook g8, bishop g3, and then rook g5. If I forgot something, my position is worse. Rook g5, rook c5, rook g5. But after knight e2, knight d5, black is okay here. Black is okay, but I forgot that line. That's why probably after queen d7, my answer knight d7. But knight d7 is enough for it. So
We can say that knight d7 is safe and king d7 is maybe more ambitious, but also
more risky, but more ambitions. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Both is possible. If you have ambitions, you have king d7. I have no ambitions. That's why I can play knight d7. Queen
But
b3.
he won the game, yeah? Yeah.
I won the game because he declined my offer.
Yeah, okay.
What to do? Queen b3, he played d4, bishop f6, a6, and he played knight e4. It's still interesting for opponent. Bishop e7, that's why I show you. Castle f5. And here he made terrible mistake. He played knight d2. After knight d2, black position is winning. Positionally winning. Only move was knight g3. Knight g3. After knight g3, I can play. Generally, I'm okay, but where's my king on a8? No, don't forget.
But explain me, please, say why knight d2 is bad, yeah? Because what is the difference?
But after knight g3, of course, I will explain. h5 probably, rook e1, e4, and now knight e2, and it's just position. White is not bad, but not worse.
The knight should stay on e2, yeah, probably.
Maybe bishop c5. Difficult to say, very strange position. Computer play rook d1, no, for example, rook d1, queen f7, something like that. Equal. A lot of lines, but equal. Maybe we can play somehow else. a5, king e7. So a lot. I can say what's the best. Rook d8, queen f7, and it's only one line. And of course, h5 is not necessary move. We have a lot of moves here. Rook f8, rook c5. So, but evaluation is 0, 0, 0 in any line. But knight g3 was the best. Rishuk played knight d2. It's very surprise move for me because after a4 my position close to -2 for white. -2. So it's terrible positional mistake.
Say me if I'm right, Alexei. So basically knight g3 because the knight should stay on e2, yeah? In the structure.
Yes, after knight g3 he can input to game his knight, but after with knight on d2 he can't do it.
Very bad knight on d2, yeah.
Yes, he can only sacrifice on e4, but if sacrificing is on if no compensation after that, what he will do with knight? Here knight is much better. I don't know. Maybe he was afraid h5. Only h5, and after h5, rook e1. Yes, maybe that's why. Yes, I forgot to explain. Yes, Rishuk made a terrible mistake, but it's not a stupid mistake. Exists just mistake and this stupid mistake. It's a big difference. It was not a stupid mistake because he was afraid h4, of course. Position after knight e2 looks not so nice, yes, but he missed rook e5. I calculated during the game. It's a true, and I was sure that it's compensation after rook e1. Yes, I really analyze, but he missed it. I don't know why. Maybe he automatically take on g3. I don't know in calculation. That's why I prefer knight d2. And here, king h1, he will take.
Probably repetition somewhere, yeah.
Yes, king f8, and now. But maybe. Okay, maybe he still continue to play for win. That's why he declined it, because here he can't win. It's also possible. Who knows? Who knows? So maybe it's not a mistake. Maybe he just play for win any position, I don't know.
Hmm?
Better to ask him. But anyway, we have ideas why he play knight d2. Maybe it was like, okay, after knight g3, he calculated, maybe, okay, he calculated all line, and his final decision was, okay, I can't win it. That's why I will play knight d2. And maybe he played knight d2 just without thinking. But after knight d2, it's very big mistake. After our position is winning. Rook d1, I played, and now I played very bad. I played queen c6.
Natural move.
Natural move, yes. I think I can say one story. When I work in Olympiad in Budapest, it was a few months ago. I showed this game to Mr. Vladimir Khamik and asked him what he will do here. And my idea was maybe he will play queen c6 also like me, but no, he played the best move. He spent maybe 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Fantastic level. You can try to find Kramnik
No,
move.
no, don't ask me because I'm not crowning. Yeah? I would also play queen c6 because it looks nice, yeah?
Yes, it looks nice. Yes. For my level, it looks nice. Yes. But for Vladimir Kramnik level, the best looks nice. King f8. After king f8, my position is winning. He spent 10 seconds for that.
Yeah, his priority is king safety, yeah? King g7.
Yes, it looks very simple, but why I play queen c6, I don't know. Okay, anyway. Okay, world champion is world champion. King f8. Yes, after king f8, it's more than +2. More than +2. -2 for white.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Of
Waiting
course.
for black.
That's good position. Bishop f6, nice move.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we can't play bishop f6 immediately. Why? Oh, no, it's also good. Rook e1, king
It's also
f8,
good.
also. Yes. I played queen c6. After
Why
queen
it's mistake? Why it's mistake?
Why it's mistake? Because he can take on e4.
And it's compensation, yeah?
Was the best. F4 with d4, and he have compensation. Probably full compensation. Because I during the game I calculate rook d8, but why I need calculate it? Just evaluation. It's normal position. But okay, it's maybe it's not clear. That's why he should play rook e1. It's also options, of course. I played here. I did not find the best move. The best move was rook d8. But okay. Rook d8, it's really difficult.
Prophylactic, yeah?
Prophylactic, probably.
Against 94 or rook d4, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
I played rook f8. Rook f8, okay, it's also useful move. And now he played knight f1, but it's not the best. It's normal move, but not the best. He must include h3, but it's how to understand it during the game. h3, h5, take, and now knight f4, rook d4. Here it's equal. I think not easy during the game, not easy to understand it.
Because some mate probably in the end.
Yes, I know it's equal. Queen c2, queen b5. What difference we can try to understand? When I analyzed it, it was clear for me. Now I just a bit forgot.
I think there's some mate, yeah? Some mate.
What is difference? If he take on e4 immediately and play rook d4 without pawns, okay, it's now it's better for me after rook f7. And after rook e4, king f8. It's not a winning position, but it's serious plus. Here only move rook 1 e2. But okay, who will play rook 1 e2? You? Probably me? No. No, maybe if I will have 30 minutes. Okay. Only move. Other move is bad. Just winning position. Only move, defense move rook 1 e2. Okay, but if he include h3 move, situation for him much better because here he no need to play so fantastic. The rook f7, rook e4, and when we play king f8, no need to play rook e2. He just can take pawn, and no need to be so strong, and just normal position. Queen c2, queen g3, Oh, king is open. So h3 was the best, but Rishu played knight f1. But okay, I don't know. We need to. I think we can stop some here because now
Yeah, I think yes.
not so opening. I played queen c2, and the position was slightly better, practically better for me, and I won somehow. But I can say that it was always good moves from both sides, of course.
Yeah, it was very exciting endgame. Yeah, but I think I think we should focus on the opening. Yeah, because we
Yeah.
have still.
So we can stop here because it's not. Go back. Just interesting game, but it's not opening. Okay. We study bishop b5.
B5?
Yeah. G5. Queen d2. We checked it already.
Yes. Lagarde. Yeah, Lagarde game.
Yes. So and now we can switch to other line. What do you think, Pierre? What's the best?
Yes, but I think that Queen G3 we don't need to check because if I remember correctly, it's useful to say it after G5. The best for white is Bishop B5, and we transpose in Bishop B5, G5, Queen G3. Yeah? So basically, this is very good news for us because we already covered Bishop B5, Queen G3 is the same, only that white's queen is already on G3.
Yes, Queen G3, G5, yes.
You know that after Bishop B5, G5, white has options Queen D2, Queen A4, Queen G3. So if he starts with Queen G3, he just has less options, white.
Yeah.
But the critical move for the engine, at least for my engine, is the move Knight C3.
Yes, right.
3 games I see here. 3 games.
When I played it, here was no games, just novelty.
No, maybe there was the game Fernandez Mareco, I think so. Because this is 2022.
Yeah. The best move here, A6. A6. It looks very slow, but it's only move. If you, for example, if you play normally, E6, after knight B5, our position is very critical. Now G5 not help us. If you play A6, it's very bad. Knight C7, F7 threats. If you play G5 here, G5 not always good. Unfortunately, after Queen G3, our position just bad. A6, Knight D4, just bad position. So only A6. If G5 here, it's also bad. After Queen A4, Bishop D7. Looks more or less interesting, but F6, G4, he can play F7. Without F7, it's good line for us. But F7, King F7, Knight G5, King G7, only move. And now Knight D5, E5. And here is very solid move, C3 or Queen E4. And now position is, we can play somehow Knight D4, for example. Queen D1, Bishop E5. Okay, maybe it's good for blitz game, but after Knight E3, Queen G5, H4, GH3, CD. It looks very unclear, but for engine, it's it's not so unclear. Just advantage. So we can play, and maybe not maybe for sure, white have a lot of lines here, good lines. We just check one good line for white. So we can play G5, we can play E6, but we can play A6. We stop Bishop B5. And okay, we still want to play G5. What to do? What do you think?
Yeah, so basically, so far it's very important to remember for you guys that against Bishop B5 you play G5, against Knight C2 you play A6. Yeah, this you need to remember. You must remember these two moves. And from now, white has some options here. There are 3 games. White played normal moves. Yeah, white played Bishop E3 with a D-alone castle 2 times, or Bishop D2 with a D-alone castle 1 time. But these moves are not the best. Maybe Alexei, you can show you why this natural move Bishop E3 is not so good.
I try. Yes, it's normal. Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's normal move. We can play E6. It's not only move. Very important to explain generally our ideas. If you take on F6, for example, stop G5, Knight F6, and somebody could think that okay, we have a bad pawn, and it's better for white, but it's not true. It looks like a Krachnoy line after in French. e4, e6, d4, d5, knight d2, knight f6, e5, knight d7, and
Yes.
and after some moves we have bad pawn on e6, but white pawn is here. But Mr. Krasnoy played it with good results a lot of times, and after his game, a lot of people play that line. So for
And
people
also-
who play French, it's not a big problem, our pawn.
Also, I think we should underline, Alexei, that the queen on f4 is sometimes annoying, but sometimes also misplaced for white, yeah, because you have bishop d6 with tempo.
Yes,
So white
of course,
needs to
tempo
spend
is
time,
also-
yeah.
Yes, it's just normal position. We must understand it. That's why when he play bishop e3, yes, we can play e6 or we can play f5. It's not mistake, f5, knight e5, knight f6. It's just another options. And for people who play French, it's normal situation.
I think it will be the same, to be honest, yeah. After e6 long castle.
Probably yes, transpose e6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, f5 is out.
Yeah. It's same position, yes. But maybe after e6, not too much moves because for white, maybe castle, low castle is the best. Because after bishop d3, we can play queen c7. Maybe something exists. Queen c7 and our position without any problem here. Maybe better, you're right, maybe better to start from e6, not from f5. But f5 is also possible, but e6, after e6, we need to calculate we need to analyze only castle. Because other moves is not good because queen c7. So I agree, e6 is good, and we just play it. We just play it. And already 2 games was played. Okay, knight g4, but what's that? Knight g4. Queen e4. Okay, queen e4 was played. Queen c7. f4. f4. Rook b8. Only move. Why it's only move? Because we need to provide b5. And now very good line for draw. Bishop a7. Rook a8. You can use this line. Bishop e3. Bishop f2. You can play bishop d4. Bishop d4. You play for win. Try to play, but what to do? Bishop a7. You can try to play bishop f2. Rook b8. Okay, and finally it will be draw. So no 40 moves rules after that, but we play that like okay, it's a joke of course, but we play it for win, but draw could be here, and okay, it's the best moves probably for white. So it's a draw. What else? No, you can play somehow, but I don't.
Yeah, but black has easy play. b5, bishop d6, yeah.
Maybe computer engine play queen b3. It's novelty, but maybe b5. Maybe we can take pawn. I don't know what's that. It's very big story.
Looks also risky for white a bit, yeah, sometimes.
Yes, but white needs sacrifice pawn. We can accept pawn. Take pawn b5. We can play. Okay, I will take pawn. Knight f4. It's bishop b6. A lot of moves. A very rich position. We can't analyze for ending, but black is normal here. For sure.
Yeah.
G3, castle, bishop g2, king h8. Okay, you can analyze it without us. We have a lot of ways for normal position, and it's very important that our opponent can't check us on the game because we have a lot of options. For example,
yeah, he cannot prepare against you guys,
yes,
because you have
can
a lot of moves.
For example, we can play b5. We can play bishop d6 also. Okay, if he will prepare there, we can play bishop e7. Okay, so it's not risky for us. It's more risky for opponent probably. So it's normal for us. Bishop e3. What else?
Yeah, bishop d2 was also played, but I think it's just bad version, yeah, because we just play the same moves, and bishop on d2 maybe is worse than e3, yeah.
Yes, I think yes, I agree. Yes, you're right. Yes, it's.
I don't know why somebody played bishop d2, yeah, just bishop d6 castle.
And now bishop d3. Yes, strange a bit. Yes. Strange.
Okay, so bishop d2 is not serious.
Bishop d2 is not.
But you told me that bishop d3 maybe is a novelty, but maybe it's a bit.
Yes, bishop d3 is serious move. Yes, it's the most logical move, but we can take. play knight f6. It's only moves for us. Now, okay, no games. Castle looks logical. If he go to back, I don't know, maybe bishop g4, maybe e6. E6 looks normal. But who knows? Maybe we can play somehow else. G6 also interesting with bishop g7. I don't know what's the best. E5 possible also. E5, knight e5. It's also line. Knight e5, and now queen e7. Also very interesting. And now, it's very interesting, but very bad after king d1. But for our opponent, it could be not clear. Rook e1, knight g4, and f3. We play g5, queen d4, and we have problems. But of course, no need to play e5. No, knight e5 possible. It's very strange, but knight e5 possible. And here, computer engine played just bishop e7. Just
compensation, yeah.
Castle, probably compensation.
Okay, but no need to sacrifice a pawn, I think, yeah? We can...
Yes, no need. It's big stress, sacrifice. E6, okay, you can play e6, okay. Or bishop g4, I don't know. Bishop g4.
Or
Bishop
g6.
g4, why not?
Or g6. Or...
And one more draw. Knight e5, bishop c8.
Bishop c8 only move or what?
The best.
Okay, okay.
The best. Bishop c8 the best. Only move, yes. Yes. No, bishop d7 better for white. Bishop c8, it's one more draw. One more draw. But okay, what else?
No, okay, but I think
if castle?
white can play castle, yeah, castle.
Yes. After castle, only move e6 with bishop d6 idea. Bishop d6 serious move. He must take on c6, bc6, and what's that? And yes, I remember that line. Analyze it before the game. And queen g3, queen g3. He stopped our development. And now you can find the best move. Very nice move.
You can stop the video, guys, if you want.
Yes, it's nice move. Of course, we can play somehow, but the best, rook a7.
Because think about, what do you want to play with black, yeah? Yeah, rook a7.
Rook a7 is bishop d6 idea, yes. With development move, bishop development. And we are not worse.
Or same story goes also for queen g5, yeah? I think.
After queen g5,
same, yeah?
yes, also rook a7, yes. And
We defend g7.
bishop d6 without temp, but without temp is also good. Yes, rook a7, fantastic idea. But if you play king f7, it's also possible. But rook a7 is slightly better and more nice, of course. And
it's very nice, yeah, because basically also against this novelty, yeah. Bishop d3. Also against this novelty bishop d3, I think black has very natural positions, yeah, very easy to play positions.
Yeah.
And this is probably the best white has, yeah. So
what else?
I think this is nice because there are 3 games, yeah, and people play bishop d2, bishop e3, and we're very fine with black. If bishop d3, we're also quite happy because we have easy play. Okay, not better for we cannot be better with black everywhere, yeah, but it's oh, wait a second, okay. And this was about knight c3 move, yeah, which is probably the best according to the engine.
Maybe Pierre, maybe after knight c3 he can try to play something else. It's not all. You told me about some special line, but I forgot where you.
Yeah, there was a strange move, yeah, that I was analyzing with the engine, but I was not sure about this. Queen g3 here, yeah, something like this. This was the first move for me.
Oh yes, but yes, white could play somehow because what is the white idea? If he play d4, knight e4, we won a pawn. We won a pawn, but white have more than compensation in ending. White position is better probably. Knight g5 or bishop c4 and bishop c4 immediately or after knight g5, and it's not so bad, no, but it's slightly better for white. Yes, it's slightly better.
But what is white's idea if we just play e6 instead of d4? If we just play e6 after queen g3.
E6?
Yeah, instead of d4.
Here. Yes. E6. No, e6. If you play e6, it was not good because bishop. Yes, bishop f4. That's why. And
So white's idea is to play bishop f4, and when we play fe5,
yes,
take
and
knight.
now f5 is not. It's not good.
Very important, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it's
Okay.
And if you play g5, just go to e3. d4 is bad. Long castle. Just bad position.
Okay.
But we can play. We can take on e5. I think it's the best.
Yeah, this is very important to remember. So we take on e5 because if we delay one move, white can develop the bishop on f4. And once you take everything on e5, white will recapture with the bishop on e5, yeah? So we take immediately.
Yes, I think we can say that it's also prophylaxis from g5. And okay, just good move. Perfect.
Yeah, bishop f4, I think, yeah, very good.
But white spent time, of course. We can take on e5, play knight e5. No, knight f6, sorry. If you take here and play e6, it's also normal, but probably white slightly better here, because after bishop to knight f6, bishop h5 possible. Fantastic idea, yes. A fantastic idea. g6, knight d5. Knight d5, take. And it's a bit unpleasant position, but playable, but a bit unpleasant. I afraid rook. But we have nice knight on d5.
Yeah, but unpleasant because 3 pawns, yeah, okay.
But 3 pawns, not 2.
Yeah.
But if you think that it's clear advantage for white, no, it's not a clear advantage. All could happy here after castle, but objectively it must be better for white. But in real games, is it better or not? Who knows? Without engine, how you will play here?
Yeah, but I think not so many of us would like to allow this, yeah?
Yes, it's not this line
not for everybody.
Not for all. Yes, looks better for white. Yes, that's why. But more or less playable for black. But it's not a dream position, of course. We will play. That's why we will play knight f6. I think it's normal position for us.
Yeah, important to mention that if white plays bishop f4 now, we have knight h5 idea. That's very important.
It's important. Yes.
It's key moment.
And what he will do? Probably bishop d3 or bishop e2.
Yes.
What's the best?
Let's start from bishop d3. Yeah.
Bishop d3 looks more aggressive, but we can take on e5. And
here
do not play e6.
Yeah.
Here's bishop e4 advantage, because knight h5 impossible, because bishop g6 check. And,
so d3, be careful, because if bishop d3, when you play now knight h5, there is this tactic, yeah?
Yes, so it's serious move, yes. But we can take on d3, play e6, and bishop d6 next.
If white plays bishop f4, where we go with the bishop? e7 or c5?
c5.
c5, then castle, okay.
Yes, if he play queen g3, stop our bishop, we can play.
No rook a7 here?
No rook a7, yes, and b5, but b5, is it good or not for future? Who knows? But we can play queen d7.
With same idea.
Why queen d7? Because queen e7, okay, better to stop bishop, white color than another bishop. And okay, in the next castle, bishop d6, bishop. Yes, no, just normal position, no problem here. But bishop e2 also possible, as I remember. Yes, bishop e2.
Yes.
Bishop e2 is possible with okay, bishop h5, not a threat, not immediately a threat, but it could be somewhere. Yes. Stop knight h5 somewhere. Yes.
Yeah, because bishop f4 is
already. We can play bishop f5. I analyze something like that. It's computer opinion white slightly better, but I was ready to play it. Because
I think that's fine. I say, because here we play e6 or g6, and We can also play with g6, yeah, sometimes.
Bishop f4. Yes, bishop f4 or castle. If castle, we can take e6. Bishop d6. Bishop f4. The best. Okay, king f7. Maybe queen d7. Queen d7.
Anyway, it's very unlikely that you will face queen g3 move, yeah? And this kind of
Next
moves.
move, bishop e7. Why we play, I forgot why we play queen d7 instead of... bishop e7, g4, yes. If bishop e7, g4. Yes, that's why we need to play more safe. It's queen d7, just positional move. And now, next move could be king f7. No problem with it. Do not afraid that our king on f7. It's normal place for king. For what we play castle? For meeting, rook meeting. Yes, after king f7 we will have it. No need to think about king. King is normal. Better to think about knight. How his knight feel yourself here? I think not so good. That's why white need to play bishop d3. And now, after bishop d3, c3, now he have way for a knight. But we have time for development. Bishop c5, rook e1, king f7.
Yeah, and here it's clear that black is fine, yeah?
That's position. Okay, you can play knight b1, very deep, but very slow. Rook a8, knight d2. Okay, go to g8 if it's necessary. Knight f3, rook c8. Okay, and what? Just for people who play French, it's normal situation. Absolutely normal. Absolutely normal position. We can play queen b5, queen a4, and I'm ready to play it with any player. It's normal position. If he will play the best moves, of course. I'm not sure that he will play the best moves. Only if he buy our course.
Yeah, Alexei. So in general, what do you think about this move f6? Do you think can you compare it to the move e6? Yeah. What do you think? What is your feeling?
Here, only one line more probably. Bishop e4, and after that, yes,
You want to show? Okay, bishop f4.
bishop e4. Yes, if bishop e4, now we have a choice: g6 or e6. If we will play g6, probably long castle white is better. Because h4, h5, it's a bit risky. I think better to play e6. And if long castle here, rook c8. And we have counterplay. Take. Bishop e5, bishop e7. We already sacrifice. Knight e4. What's that? So it's not worse for us. Maybe better. That's why he must play more solid castle. And after that, we can play very strange move. Now no h4, and now we can play g6. Very nice move. And don't forget, don't afraid about our bishop. Sometimes it could happen with our bishop. Bishop is okay, no problem. Think about his knight. maybe after that you will more careful. No, more confidence, sorry.
Optimistic, yeah, we can say.
More confidence, yes. Think about his knight. Knight c6, bc. Okay, if he play like engine, bishop c7, bishop e5, bishop g7, I think it's absolutely normal position. h3, and now nice move, h5. What's that? Who knows? We can play queen a7 probably next move. And don't forget the attack pawn. Okay, it's not 0-0-0, but its evaluation is better than after first move e4.
Yeah, what is this? Around 0-18, yeah? Something like that.
It's less than mine. Okay, plus 15.
15, okay.
It's nothing, not 50, 15.
Yeah, 1-5.
Yes, 15. So, but could probably it will be less in 2 minutes. Okay, it's just position. It's maximum what he can get.
Yeah, I think now it's time for conclusions. What do you think, Alexei, about f6 move?
I think it's very interesting idea. It's I think it's good alternative of e6 move. And because I don't want to say that it's better. Okay, we can back a bit. I don't want to say that it's better than e6. Objectively, both line is possible. But after f6, if our opponent not ready, like Lagarde, for example, like Grishuk, we can have for advantage.
Yeah.
When we will play e6, if our opponent not ready here, his position will be normal after any move. If he say pass, it will be also normal. But after f6, he must know a lot of theoretical lines. He must be ready for serious concrete lines. So maybe, okay, if in 1 year maybe something changes, and I will tell you, play e6 because it's not so forced. f6 is too forced. But for now, I think it's very good options.
Yeah, it's a fresh and dynamic move. Yeah, I really like it. This move f6.
It's what is minus? It's too forced probably, but it's minus, but it's also plus for us. It's difficult to say. We will see what it could be in 1 year. But for now, you can play it because so strong players like Rishuk did not find good way. Okay, but he find good way for equal. Yes, but he declined draw, and after that he made mistake. But Mr. Lagarde made mistake also. So strong players still maybe don't know what to do here. But of course, in some time they will understand what to do, and okay, we can talk about it in 1 year probably. But for now, some months, probably 1 year, you can play it. Just play it. I'm not sure that your opponent will ready for that. And objectively, it's also normal move, absolutely normal move. Difficult to believe that White find advantage here. I think here no advantage, but White could find maybe inside somewhere some line for practical chances. It could be, yes. But for now, nobody to show us any serious line. So my recommendation, we can play it. We can play it 1 year at least.
That's a very nice end, Alexei. Thank you a lot, everybody, for watching. Thank you for your attention, and see you in the next chapter.
Thank you for attention. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.